This is the Steve Gruber Show.
And we kick off 2 more big hours here as we roll through this day. So much to talk about every given day, as we've talked about Donald Trump, big wins in court, a lot more things going on. Fighting for you for the foxhole of freedom every single day. That's what we do here, fighting for freedom and truth, all right? Thank you for being here in the shadow of Detroit, here in the Rust Belt. 3 big things to know this hour. Number 1, disgraced former FBI Director James Comey now learning that his legal team is being challenged. The DOJ says at least one of his attorneys may have played a role in his crimes. Number 2, as we mentioned, Colombia has pulled its ambassador following the United States cutting off all funding over that nation's distribution of illegal drugs into the United States. Stop the poison. And number 3, I just want to do a little review here. You know, because this stuff piles up, and I'm like, where does this stuff come from the left? Why do they believe the things that they believe? And it's interesting. They call Donald Trump hateful and spiteful, all these things, while they're out there saying, I wish he had been assassinated. I'm glad Charlie Kirk was murdered. They celebrate these things. It's grotesque. It is grotesque. And that's not true of all liberals or all Democrats, but you hear them all the time on social media. You hear them out there at these protests, at the No Kings March. I wish they had gotten him. I wish they had killed Donald Trump. Really? This is how depraved you are, that you believe that it's okay that Charlie Kirk was murdered for having a conversation because you didn't agree with some of the things he said. So he can be murdered on live television, basically, a live stream. It's remarkable. Let's start with this. Here's a kindergarten teacher discussing her pronouns. Apparently she does this with her kids. And then she got triggered, threatened a kid with no recess time. Listen.
Now, I'm non-binary, and like Cher, I just have one name, Maestro, as a teacher. But I do get called Miss Maestro and Mr. Maestro in the same vein. I don't love it, but I get that they're confused. We have a lot of English language learners
they're confused
at this school.
Really?
I'm not going to be that mad about Miss and Mr. Maestro. Bro. Have been called bro multiple times. I do sometimes address children as bro, so I personally don't hate it. I regularly call my classes goobers. I'll say, hello, goobers. How are you doing, goobers? So I was called Goober and Goober Maestro. Kindergartner, I don't think English is his first language, addressed me just as music. Nothing else. Saw me in the hallway, said, hey, music, and period. He got right to the point. And then the last one is 6'7" Maestro, to which I replied, if you call me 6'7" Maestro, I will take away 6-7 minutes of your recess time.
Oh, you're going to take away our recess time, poor triggered non-binary teacher. Why is that person in the classroom? Oh, the kids are confused. Gee, I can't figure out why those poor children would be confused by you. You see, there is truth in this world. We talked about it at length over the last few weeks. There is absolute truth. There is biblical truth. Don't be afraid to say it. Don't be afraid to have standards. You're not hateful because you have standards. Not at all. Speaking of the things I was just telling you about, here are another couple of triggered lefties celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk. This happened at this No Kings nonsense over the weekend. These are the people that were in the streets, some of them anyway. Listen to this.
With a shirt that says for Charlie.
Because I advocate for free speech. And
okay, if you advocate for free speech, wear a shirt that says free speech. Wear a shirt that says promote free debate. Free press.
Well, you get triggered because it has Charlie on there, right?
Because he was a racist. Because he was a misogynist. And that means that you are too. Because you support him. Get out. Get out of here.
He hated people. Yeah, just
he hated
calm it
anyone
down.
that wasn't white, that wasn't male, that wasn't straight.
Charlie Kirk did not hate people, I can assure you. He was a friend of mine. I knew him reasonably well. Not as well as many, but reasonably well. That's such histrionic nonsense, it's hard even to put into words for me, all right? Speaking of radical leftists who have lost their minds, how about Robert De Niro? He plays make-believe. He plays dress-up for a living. He's good at it. But he lives in a fantasy world. He says Stephen Miller is a Jewish Nazi. These people need help. Listen.
He will not. We see it. We see it. We see it We see it all the time. He will not want to leave. He set it up with his. I guess he's the.
Oh, here we go with
the,
that again.
The cabinet, Stephen Miller. He's a Nazi. Yes, he is, and he's Jewish, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah. Okay. Here we are back to that thing again. Let me address that for a second. Donald Trump is going to declare martial law. He'll never leave. They said that last time. Also, I've got a bunch of folks here that I interact with on social media from the left. I can tell you what they said in 2015 and 2016. They said, if Donald Trump gets elected, he will be the last president ever. Oh. Well, that didn't happen. He will never leave office. He will refuse to leave. He will declare martial law and refuse to leave the presidency. Well, that didn't happen, but they continue to regurgitate the same warmed over bullcrap day after day, year after year. Look, I've got good news for the left. You only have 1,188 days left in this presidency. Just 1,188. I'm sure you'll be just fine. Here's another woman explaining why, in great detail, why she's protesting Donald Trump. Listen.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And why specifically are you out supporting No King's Day?
I think protest is important.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I don't agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
I think she was high.
I think she was high. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Thank you, Animal House, for that. Yeah, she has no idea. Why do you hate him? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to save a ton of money on your utilities and get a big subsidy from the government before the end of the year, now is your time. Well Connect Geothermal. If you have a well in your yard and you use heating oil, propane especially, or electric heat, you can cut your utilities in half and still get those government subsidies that expire at the end of December. Well Connect Geothermal is a hybrid system. It does not replace your furnace or your air conditioner. It's an add-on. It can be done in about 8 hours. If you're a do-it-yourself person, you can do it yourself, or you can contact your favorite HVAC company. They can do it as well. They are looking for HVAC dealers all over the country in the colder parts of the nation. WellConnectGeo.com. Go look at this. It's a patented system made in America. It's going to save you a ton of money. You're going to be glad you did it. Thousands of 5-star reviews. WellConnectGeo.com. WellConnectGeo.com. I'll be right back.